morning. It's 8:07 on Sunday. I really don't feel like going for a run right now, but I know for a fact by the time I'm back and during the run, I'm going to be smiling. So let's go do that. Look how pretty it looks. I always think these two things look like fairy castles. Look, some people were camping here. These are fishermen. Yeah, fishing. I think it's cool. Anyway, let's keep running. From our run. I am smiling, but probably not for the reason that I intended this morning. But I ended up running a bit further, about 2Ks further than I was intending, because I met someone. I met a guy. And now all of you be like, oh my gosh, Bianca met a guy. No, not in that way. I think he was probably close to 60s, late 50s. And the funny thing is, he was a South African guy from Cape Town. He's a dad, got a wife, but, oh, my water bottle is leaking. He was very into business, kind of the businesses that I would like to be at. For most of you who don't know, I want to own my own business one day, so I don't really, I've worked for enough people to know that I don't really want to work for any more people. But I made quite a good contact. He lives back in South Africa. He was visiting here. He's run a few marathons. He pushed me. Wow. I was saying in the videos, it's probably really shaky, the footage, but I was always saying, I don't know if it's just me or some runner mentality. When you see someone in front of you, you gotta like get to them. So I was chasing some other guy and I got to him, past him, and then he said the same story to me. He saw me ahead and he was gonna chase me. And he said, Mocha, whatever, and I was like, oh, hi. And then he said in Dutch, you have a fast pace. But I was like, why did I fully understand that? Like, I don't speak very good Dutch. I'm trying to learn. But I was like, oh my gosh, he's like using Afrikaans. And I was like, wait, guy's accent. And then I was keeping pace with him and he was like, oh. And then I was like, where are you from? And he's like, Cape Town. And then we started a whole fat chat. And then I ran a little bit further and way faster. Then in an hour, I did 12 kilometers, which is crazy for me. So I am dead, but it was really good. It was a very, very good, productive, and maybe, who knows, maybe we'll have something in the future. But now I need to go have a shower because I am dripping. But I think today's theme is going to be just talking to people. Like, I think I'll give you a contrast of like my former life and then my life in the Netherlands, because I think there's a big contrast in that. But for now, let me go shower and take this ridiculous hat off. I thought we'd address the lack of footage today. It's currently 2 o'clock on a Sunday, which means it's almost like 4 hours since I checked in. Honestly, I watched one YouTube video and then I've just been editing the other ones. I was planning on going to the canals today. I was planning on reading a book and I haven't managed to do any of that. So I don't know how the rest is gonna go. I still gotta sweep the floor. I gotta clean the floor. I gotta do all of my tax-free savings stuff. Oh, I need to feed my plant babies. These guys over here. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm taking it slow today, but I thought I'd give it to you anyway. Here they are in all their glory. So we're enjoying the floor vlogs today, clearly. Maybe I need to ground myself or something. But, as you saw in the clip, it was raining, which meant that I couldn't film. So I went to the canals to look at them, say hi, drank my wine. It's almost finished now. Cheers. Expect. This is my frozen spinach. They come in like little blockies. It almost looks like fish food. Like, I hope that it's not like, yeah, fish food. Anyway, looks great. I'm gonna cut it and put it inside the chicken. There's dinner. Stuffed chicken and feta with veggies. Bro, this looks bomb. I'm excited. So it's about 7 o'clock on Sunday evening, and there's two things that I've been neglecting doing that I need to get done. Actually, there's a lot of things. Still haven't cleaned the floor, the damn floor, which means I'm gonna have to do it sometime during the week, and I really don't want to do it sometime during the week. But the first, this is nails. Look at them. They need a redo, so let's take the nail polish off. Okay, it is the evening. My dinner was really good. And tonight's thought experiment is, I'm going to try and reiterate the point that I was trying to make earlier when I was just rambling. But thought experiment is called the two fires. So imagine two small villages in different regions of the world. In each village, a house catches fire in the middle of the night. In village A, when the fire breaks out, the neighbors wake up, glance out their windows and think, "That's terrible. Hope someone called the fire department." They trust the system, the infrastructure, and the individual's responsibility to handle their affairs. Some might check in later, but nobody runs outside immediately. Now in village B, when the fire breaks out, the neighbors are out of their homes within minutes. Buckets in hand, barefoot, shouting names. There may not be a reliable fire department, but that's not the point. The assumption isn't somebody will handle it, but we are the someone. Everyone shows up not because they were asked, but because they were there. Now imagine you're a child growing up in each of these villages. In village A, you're taught to knock before entering a friend's house, to respect autonomy, privacy, and to avoid burdening others. In village B, you're raised knowing that you can eat at any of the neighbors' houses, that being alone too long will result in someone checking on you, and that other people's business is, in part, your business too. Fast forward. You move from one village to the other. In which direction does it feel like an interference? In which direction does it feel like abandonment? So the point that I'm trying to make, it isn't about which village is right or wrong. It's about the expectations of responsibility, whether care is something outsourced to systems or woven in everyday relationships. Individualistic societies see freedom as being left alone. Communal societies see freedom as being cared for when needed. Both are seeking dignity. They just define the boundaries of self differently. And I think this is a good way to summarize what I was trying to say earlier. Neither one is bad. The Netherlands is not bad for doing it that way. It's just different to me, and I'm still trying to get used to it because I came from village B and I moved to village A, and I'm trying to navigate my way around it. So yeah, for the niche few of you, you will understand the great pleasure that I take in knowing that my Duolingo is done for the day.